Commercial spaces take the lead from their branding and their media. So everything that's already out there, you follow to set the tone so you're not reinventing the wheel. Sometimes apartment buildings or new developments will come to me and ask for branding, and then I can affect it from the very beginning. But most often, color palette and branding is driving that train. So taking commercial architecture in any industry, what you want to do is you want to follow the guidelines that are already set out for you. What makes it fun for me is the challenge of using the codes and catering the circulation and all the different things into the needs and function for the client. The biggest challenge in commercial is to make it better than I found it. So I have to think about codes. I have to think about the regulatory agencies. Depending on the industry that it's in, I need to be up on what their standards are. At any given time when I'm designing a commercial space, the health inspector could come in order to get occupancy. The fire department has to come through and make sure that I am meeting all the codes. So it's not only letting my client down, but it would be letting down the agencies and wasting their time if I don't know what I'm doing. When I finished a commercial space that had been open for 20 years, the client, I said, okay, give me some feedback. How is everything going? How's the circulation flow? Are the patients liking it? How's the boutique area selling product? The client told me that we've been here for 25 years across the street and no one even knew we existed. And now that they come in, they're like, oh, are you brand new? Kind of a thing. So the space that they had before was obviously, not designed, but what interior design does really sets up the space for the client's interaction, the doctors, the people who are in such a way that they didn't even know it existed before I got there, which it had for decades. So that was like one of the best compliments I could receive. Now it was kind of on the map when it was already there to begin with. Every commercial space should be completely tailored to the industry it's in. There has to be a seamless approach to the design. It needs to be very thoughtful. I, as an interior designer, want to really get to know the people that are working there, what they do, how they function, how they move through the space, who they need to sit by, who they need to talk to on a daily basis, if they have an acoustic issue, if there's a health issue, if there's all the different things that they need, so I can perfect their space and they can completely support it in what they do from the day I leave forward. So exclusivity is pretty easy with commercial space because I don't copy what has already been out there or make a design that looks like something else. So I always know it's going to come from me and my intuition and my gut, my heart. It's not going to feel like anything else you've ever seen. Innovation for commercial spaces is wild because there aren't really any lanes to stay in. There's guidelines, yes, there's codes, but you can affect the space in a way that residential doesn't really need. So in order to fit, 50 employees in a smaller space or a floor plan, there's so many things that I have to be thinking about to make sure that all of the pieces and parts work and function harder than when I got there.